Okay, so we're coming off our POSA problem where we were looking at making our greeting cards. So moving into our conceptual task, we're going to take that same thought process, those same strategies, and we're going to pose that question or that idea of what if we had a different fractional amount for our each greeting card size. So you might want to do one or two more with your whole group depending on how that went during the POSA problem. But having students work in a small group or with a partner and allowing them to work through each of these problems. So there is a direction sheet for the students. They are going to sketch how they divided and answer the following questions. So they're going to spin the fraction spinner. Once again, this is the non-modified fraction spinner. There is a modified fraction spinner with denominators that or unit fractions that are a little more friendly, so you won't see eighths, sixths, or fifths. So that's something to consider depending on your class, depending on your students. You could have both of these out in different groups. So they are going to spin the fraction spinner to get that unit fraction. This unit fraction is going to be the amount of paper each card will need. And then you are going to determine how many cards you can make. Please note that this is for 6 sheets of paper. This is an edible document, so if you want to have students do less than 6 or more than 6, please change that number depending on your class. Once again, you can have different amounts working at different times in the same room. Then they're going to ask themselves, did you use all of your paper? Was there any left over? How much was left over? And to record their thinking on the recording sheet. So this page is a great page to put in that clear envelope or that communicator so students can kind of make their drawings and show their work here. But let's look. So if I had 6 sheets of paper like the directions said, and it takes 1/4 of a fraction to make one card, I can say that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to kind of cheat here and fold all 6 of my papers at one time. And I'm going to see, I could cut these out or I could draw this a little bit more clearly, but I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 cards that could be made. I have 0 paper left over because, as you can see, I used all 6 of my sheets of paper. And my number sentence that could describe my card making would be 6 because I had 6 total pieces of paper divided by 1/4 my fraction of one card equals 24. So this is going to be something that students are going to need this hands-on practice with, because this kind of goes against all those division rules that students previously experienced. We're used to dividing and having our quotient be smaller than our whole or our total amount that we started with. So the more hands-on, the more visuals, the